Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man. Ray Vargas defeats Mark Magsayo, split decision. I don't really think it was the worst decision. I don't think it was a bad decision. I think Ray Vargas would have been better served boxing, but he had a point to prove. They move up and bang, So he out there, he out bang Magsayo. I think it's more about you know Vargas choosing to bang and not choosing the box, and it's also about Marks Mayaxo's lack of IQ. Um, he doesn't know what be going on seriously. But I really thoroughly in the fight. The commentary was really favoring Mayaxo, even though they was in San Antonio. They was calling a lot of shots for him. When I thought Vargas landed the better shots, you know what I'm saying? They was landing shots, and Vargas was cleaning them with the jab early on. He was cleaning them with the left hook early on. First it was kind of a straight punch affair for the first round, and after that it turned into a hook affair. And for the most part, Maxwell couldn't take advantage of some of Ray Vargas' usual flaws, chin flying up. He didn't move a lot. I don't know if he expected Vargas to utilize the ring and box and clinch and hold, but apparently Vargas coming over to PBC, I don't know exactly who he was with. He's trying to be more appealing, and when you move up and weight, it ain't even just being more appealing to the crowd. It's really about gaining your opponent's respect. So I really didn't think Maxwell was like really, really that good. I thought it was a Cinderella story. And Gary Russell was, even though I felt he lost when I went back to watch it, he was, holding his own with one arm. That's what he was doing. Gary Russell was literally holding his own one arm. And Gary Russell had two fully functional arms, man, this would be, Gary Russell in here versus somebody else, because Ray Vargas then got the green light to face Gary Russell, if we being honest. And he didn't want to take the fight. And Mayaxo, get the belt. Ray Vargas jump right in there and fight him. So he didn't want to do nothing with Gary Russell, which I think his original style, shoot and clinch, may have, caused Gary Russell some problems here and now. And he could have beat Gary Russell, came back and defended his title against Mayaxo. That very well could be happening. And, either way, he probably on his way to, take on Leo Santa Cruz anyway. But no, I like him being more aggressive today. He used the hooks. He used the right hand. He was. I guess he didn't really feel Maxo was that big a puncher, because he was lining his right hand up and sitting there and lining up with Maxo. And Maxo power down the stretch. He carried some power down the stretch. It took effect. He dropped him, and then I think like he dropped him again, where both of the gloves actually touched the ground. And late in that fight, and I really thought that couple of those them calls where they called it a slip. A couple of them joints wasn't no slip. I think Mayaxo for sure scored at least one more knockdown. So, and that probably would have been the difference in the fight. So, but you got to know this too. If you Sean Gibbons, Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Manny Pacquiao, you sending this kid to enemy territory. It's damn near impossible to get a decision in Mexico, and that's old Mexico. That's old Mexico. You send Texas and running all the way out there, all the way up a little bit more. All that used to be Mexico, but when you go in Mexico, Texas, don't even matter. San Antonio, El Paso, Waco, wherever the hell you going, and you're not Hispanic, bro. You're not a resident of Texas, popular resident of Texas. You asking for it. How about that? You're asking for it. And Maxo had plenty of opportunities to finish the fight. It didn't look like he was tired, like his conditioning was there, and he didn't really have the IQ, or his corner didn't really give him the urgency to take care of business. But he dropped him for sure. He dropped him when his both gloves touched the ground. He might have dropped him a couple other times too in that fight, which was called slip. So Ray Vargas at least got away with one, and I think that could have been a difference. That could have been a difference, because they scored at 115, 112, 115, 112. Both scorecards back and forth for Vargas. And 114, 113. He lost. I think he remember saying who lost on a scorecard. So he had 2 115 112s. And I thought old boy had the 115 112s. Hold on. I think Magsayo had the 115 112. They don't have the scoring up on box rate. But it says that Ray Vargas defeated Magsayo by split decision on Showtime Alamo. Tim Cheatham had 115 112. David Sutherland had 115 112. Both scored their back and forth for Vargas. So he won 115 112. So, had one of them knockdowns been called another way, it still would have been close. It still would have been close. Because it's a 3-round difference. So you take a round for him, you double it. So you take 14. So it probably would have been a split, a majority draw. But shit, you might could have made a case that he dropped him a couple more times. So, but Magsayo don't have no other body but the blame but itself. He lacked the awareness. He lacked the IQ of knowing what's going on. And I don't know if his corner didn't tell him, but you had him dead to rights. Late in that fight, about the 11th round, I think it was, he had him dead to rights. And, he just didn't stay on top of him. Maybe that's credit to Ray Vargas being tall, credit to his left hook, credit to his left jab, credit to his right hand, which all was percolating. And he threw a couple check hooks in there. So it was something that kept Magsayo off of him. But he had him dead to rights. He head hunting. I thought he should have been, going to the taller, lankier guy body. But, this just speaks to, a lot of people feeling Freddie Roach losing his touch. That's what it is. A lot of people feel like Freddie Roach is losing his touch as a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Because Magsayo really should have been, if he not gonna move and he gonna stay there, he really should have been going to Ray Vargas' body. Ray Vargas was doing the body work, but surprisingly so, Magsayo didn't get tired from that body work. So, Mark Magsayo lost his fight just not knowing, urgency. He did that, and versus Gary Russell. He didn't take advantage of Russell having one arm. So, he left that fight on the floor. I don't know if he's gonna get another title shot, but him leaving that knockout out there, and I think he scored a knockdown too, when both his gloves touched the ground, but he should have finished him. He should have been finishing, to the body, ripping upstairs, coming back with that hook. He clearly carried the power. And he let, Ray Vargas turn the tide. I think Ray Vargas buzzed him a little bit, in the 12th round or whatever round it was after he got injured. And he woke up. He had a dead man in there for a whole round. And he didn't take advantage of it. And I just let you know, finishing is a skill. It's a real sharp skill you need to have. And it's just not about throwing punches, creating distance, about knowing, when your opponent's hurt, notifying when they hurt, and then following there. But real good competitive fight, better than I thought I was going in. I picked Ray Vargas. I was pulling for Magsayo though, but I picked Ray Vargas. I just thought that he was a more talented and more seasoned fighter, and I thought Magsayo got the belt by default because of Gary Russell's shoulder. But he showed that he belonged on this level, and I think Mark Magsayo, if he started to be able to read body language and step on the pedal, he got all the physical skill sets. He could take a shot. He got speed. He got good footwork. That was the difference. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the fight reaction playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Hit my link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and much more. Amazon Music, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Want to donate? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit my link tree. You can follow all of that. I rolled at the bottom of the screen. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.